Hello everyone, my name is Dave McCartt with Bavis Fabacraft, and today we are going to go over the 50mm speaker replacement kit that we have available for all of our products. Inside the kit it comes with an instruction sheet, some hardware, the speaker, a gasket, and a pigtail to inline onto the existing cable if necessary. It is meant to replace not only a speaker of the same shape and size, but also our previous speaker, which was a 2x3 speaker. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First thing you need to do is we're looking at a BD2 or basic drawer model. This is what we call an audio speaker bucket. We need to remove the bucket first. Usually there is a screw on the bottom center of the bucket. We'll have to remove that. This one is going to require a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Okay, try to keep track of your hardware by putting it down in front of you. The speaker bucket itself pulls out at the bottom, then lifts up and slides off the top, which will expose the speaker inside. The next step is to remove the speaker from the bucket panel. It is held on, this is a 2x3 speaker with a back box. It is held in place by 4 440 nylon locking nuts. For that we're going to use a 1/4 inch nut driver. Now that we've got the speaker removed, things to note that on the 2x3 speaker, it was an open back speaker and it was terminated with quick slides, which we'll remove later in the process. Also, we'll be removing the speaker plate as the new closed back speaker does not require the back box. Okay, now that we've removed the speaker, we're going to go ahead and get into the kit. The first thing I want to note is the old 2x3 speaker, there was a large opening for the sound for the speaker to travel out. One of the parts in the kit, as you'll notice, is there is a gasket that we're going to apply first. And what this does is this takes away a lot of the extra holes to keep the sound directly to the size of the speaker to throw out the sound. So we'll go ahead and apply the speaker gasket first. It's just a standard, it's just like a sticker. You go ahead and peel the back off of it and then apply it to the bolt pattern on the speaker plate. Just go ahead and press down on the gasket to get a good seal around. So now you'll notice that the hole is now shaped just like the speaker. Then we'll go ahead and remove the speaker, and you'll notice the new speaker, not only is it a closed back speaker, but it also only has 2 holes in it for the bolt pattern. It doesn't matter which way it goes, it'll now sit diagonally across the pattern, and you'll go ahead and you can either use the new hardware that comes in the kit, or if you still have your original hardware you took off, you can go ahead and use the nuts from the original speaker and put it back together. Note that it is only required to put 2 nuts back on to bolt the speaker down to the plate. Personal preference for me is you took off 4 nuts. I tend to put the other 2 nuts back on because you never know down the road where you might drop a nut, and this way you'll have it. You can always have an extra spare. Okay, now that we've got the speaker mounted, we're going to go ahead and go back to the wiring harness in the frame of the window. Okay, now that we've got the speaker installed on the plate, we're going to move to the harness. First thing I want to note is in the speaker kit there is an instruction sheet on the card inside. What this tells you is that when you're dealing with an older speaker that has a back box, the new speaker does not require, nor do you want to use the back box. So once you undo the cable from the speaker, you're going to cut off the quick slide connectors, pull the wire through the back box and discard it. Then you will take the part of the harness that's in the kit that you will then inline with the 2 white crimp caps that also come in the kit to the existing wire harness. And since I've already done one, I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. It'll end up looking like this, where it's already on the wire coming out of the window frame, which will then mate to the mating connector that comes on the speaker. That'll allow the speaker replacement going forward to forever be modular, and that's a step you will not have to do. Once you've got that work done, again, you will no longer use the back box. You then plug the speaker into the mating connection, tug on it a little bit to secure that you have a good connection, and then you're going to replace the bucket back onto the window frame. As before, you'll hang it on the top part. It'll slide down and then it snaps in on the bottom. Want to make sure you get a good alignment. The screw that you removed at the beginning, you'll want to go ahead and put it back on using the Phillips screwdriver and bolt the thing back together. Once you've got the screws secured, you can go inside, or you can have somebody inside help test the audio and make sure that you have good outgoing sound. Thanks, everybody.